Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Infinity here. Um, so there's this person on Twitter that I follow. Her name is Little Skies. Adorable. Like, everything she says puts a smile to your face. Don't know why, but it just does. Anyway, because of what she tweeted about last night, I felt the need to, just talk about this. Um, I've told this story before in like a 30-minute long video, but I want to make it so that I can say it in like a shorter amount of time. Cuz I hate having to take so long to tell one story when it could probably actually take 7 to 5 minutes. So, here goes. This is the topic of bullying, by the way. This was a long time ago, so a few of the facts are kind of hazy. When I first moved to Texas, my mom was working full time, had a roommate, and she, because of laws, I wasn't allowed to stay home alone, basically. So I had to go off to summer camp, and I went to this Jewish summer camp. I mean, not to say that I hate Jewish people. I mean, I have friends that are Jewish and I love them, but the camp itself was the worst place I have ever been to in my entire life. Okay, first day upon getting there, I meet these two kids and they're like, "Oh, hey, where are you from?" And I say, "Oh, I'm from Idaho." And they're like, "Oh, Idaho, Idaho, Idaho." Like they're all badass or something like that. Then, they're like, "Oh, well, it's about time that we give you the normal greeting we give to newcomers." And I'm like, "Well, okay then. What is the greeting then?" At this point, they're behind I believe it was the camp counselor's building. So they took me behind there and then they started just wailing on me, like punches, kicks, and back then I wasn't like the angry kid that I was in middle school. Back then, I was just this huge wimp. I only was nice to people, generally cared about other people, and these two kids were just beating the crap out of me for no reason whatsoever. So, punches, kicks, I know that I had this bruise, this huge bruise. It was on my side right here for a good few weeks, and it hurt a lot after that. These kids would just make my everyday life a living hell while I was at that summer camp. I despised it so much there. I talked to my mom about getting out of there. I said the kids bullied me, but back then I didn't understand the concept of beating somebody else up, so only thing I knew that was happening was that I was getting bullied. But I had to stay there. I had no choice but to stay there. It's a good thing I had my Pokemon game with me, because that was one of my only real escapes from all that stuff I had to go through. So those two kids would constantly beat the crap out of me and do all this other stuff. And I'm guessing at some point they got some other kids to join in on it, because just series of events happened in which other kids would mess with me. There was this one time that I was swimming and the kids were forcing me down into the water and wouldn't let me get back up for air until one of the lifeguards blew a whistle. There was also this other time that I was at the community center that the group went to when they were done, at the summer camp, and they locked me in one of the lockers that was there. I was there for 4 hours before I was able to finally get out. And they also trapped me. You know those old game systems that have the joystick and the huge screen, and they're as big as a table. Arcade games. You know those huge arcade games like Mario or that baseball game or something like that? They trapped me in the Mario machine. They unscrewed it, forced me in, and I got the shit electrocuted out of me. And that was one of the times that my mom realized that I was allergic to metal, was because of all the frayed metal that was inside of there, and about how many rashes was covering my entire skin at that moment. Horrible. It was horrible. Then came the time that we were playing dodgeball outside. It was just a completely normal game, and I was doing pretty good, because usually I suck at aiming, like whether it comes from kicking or throwing something. I suck. Like, hand-eye coordination is 0. So I was doing pretty good at this game. And then game's over. I was the last person on my side. I won the game for us. Okay? And so the game is over. There's absolutely no reason to be throwing anything anymore, okay? Game's over. Somebody takes a dodgeball, like while I'm turned around, and pitches it straight at my head, knocking me out and giving me a concussion. I have no idea why you would ever do that to somebody. I mean, why? Why would you ever do that? Oh my god. All this shit that happened to me, I don't know why it happened. I mean, was it because these bullies were affected at home? I don't know. Was it because they thought this was fun? I think it's because they thought it was fun, because every day they could just go there and mess with me to their heart's content. The counselors wouldn't do anything about it. None of the chaperones would do anything about it. None of the other kids would stick up for me. And that's how it pretty much was for those 3 months that I was there. It was only 3 months, and that felt like an entire year to me. Constantly almost being drowned and getting concussion. There was one time where they were beating me up and throwing bricks at me. Like, literally, that's what happened. Came home with like scrapes all across my arms and stuff. And in fact, I think I have here. I don't know if you can see this right here, but this one came from the time they were throwing bricks at me. And there was another one that I know is somewhere right here. There's this thing that's right here. That came from another brick that was thrown at me that just scraped off all the skin there. And right here, I have a bunch of red dots on my skin, and that is again from when that happened. Just scars that didn't actually heal, I guess. I might have more, but I don't entirely remember. So, why did these kids bully me? I have no idea. But because of those kids, and a bunch of other kids who definitely did like bullying, I became a time bomb and would easily get pissed off and beat the crap out of anything that was near me and start throwing around anything that was near me as well. Now, I've learned to control that anger, but that anger is still present inside of me. So, it just sucks. It just sucks. But my question to you guys is, why do you think people bully? Do you think it's because they think it's fun? Because they think that it's because they have dominance over some other person? That they think they're better than some other person in the world? I don't know. It's because they have a bad home life? Something like that? Or is it just because that... I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't believe any person is better than any other person in the world. We were all created equal, and I stand to that belief. And now I have a headache. I'm gonna end this video here. I'll see you guys later.